Hello and welcome to this week's West Coast Today podcast with me, Matt Young,
me, Fiona Scott,
me, Sandy Neal,
and me, Kathy Griffiths.
We're here to give you a little insight into some of the stories from Scotland's wintry West Coast this week, appearing in this Thursday's Lochaber Times and Oban Times, and on our one-stop shop website www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. You can catch the podcast in all our usual spots, but now you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search the West Coast Today podcast, drop us a follow, and be notified when new episodes are available. Let's start with the Lochaber Times. Fee, what's happening up north?
Thanks, Matt. Well, we have another busy Lochaber paper for you this week with everything from donation-dodging caravan owners to acts of kindness all over the region. Yes, tight-fisted tourists are being politely asked to cough up when making use of facilities of local businesses. According to the owners of Glencoe Mountain Resort, only a quarter of owners using its overnight car park and rubbish bins over the festive period actually paid for the privilege, despite only being asked for a £5 donation to do so. The hope is that a mutually beneficial, respectful arrangement can be reached. Moving north to Ploughton, and residents had weather woes to deal with earlier in the week, when the village's 28 octogenarians were left stuck in their homes due to the sudden snow dump. Thankfully, the community rallied, and by the time the roads were cleared on Thursday, all was well again. Better forward planning by Highland Council has been called for. You can read all of this and more at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk, along with news and features from all our titles here on the West Coast. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks for that, Fee. Sandy, what have you been working on this week?
Thank you very much, Matt. Well, ScotRail has finally apologised to an elderly train passenger who collapsed after travelling on the freezing West Highland Line, dubbed the Polar Express. What do you think about links coming back to the Highlands? I'm talking about the wildcats, not the sausages or deodorant. Conservationists are on the prowl for your views. Meanwhile, sea robots help restore oysters to an Argyll loch. And we conduct an interview with the conductor of Oban's record-breaking Gaelic choir, Sheila Sinclair, to find out what it means to her to get a British Empire Medal from the King.
Thank you, Sandy. Kathy, what's news?
A community gym celebrating 5 years of keeping Oban fit is lobbying the Scottish Government to help it reduce burdens on the NHS. Since it began as an online venture before the second lockdown hit, the Happy Wee Health Club, now in its own premises on Shore Street, has helped thousands get into shape. Owners Katie Galbraith and Karen MacDonald are pushing for more government support for businesses like theirs so more communities can benefit too. And over on Seal, scriptwriter John Coulson has just penned his 10th panto for the Slate Islands drama group. Oh yes, he has. The dates for Robbie's son Crusoe, get it, are Friday, January the 30th at 7pm, then 3pm and 7pm on Saturday, January the 31st. Tickets are just £6 and you can pick them up from Balvicar stores. There you go.
Thanks for that, Kathy. And we'll wrap this podcast up with a few stories from me. Oban's beloved town cat Monty has journeyed to Stirling due to his old age, bringing an end to years of entertaining residents with his antics. Monty first came to Oban 14 years ago and has been a firm favourite throughout the town. Hear all about what Monty got up to across the years and from all those who have fond memories of him in this week's paper. A United Nations Commissioner has described Argyll and Bute's refugee strategy as a true example of what resettlement looks like. This comes 10 years on from the first Syrian family's arrival in the region. The council marked the anniversary with an event in Rossi back in December, bringing together local residents, refugees, community groups and representatives from local and national governments. That's it from us this week, just giving you a taste of some of the many stories we have lined up for you. If you have a story or photograph you'd like to share with us, you can email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or editor@lochabertimes.co.uk. Feel free to give us a call on 01631 568 000 and you can get in touch via our social media platforms. Don't forget to pick up a copy of this week's papers at all our usual retail spots. You can also get the very latest news by subscribing to www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Thanks for listening, and until next time, it's bye from me, Matt Young.
Bye from me, Fiona Scott.
Bye from me, Sandy Neal.
And bye from me, Kathy Griffiths. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.